Well, it's another one, and what you've been requested to see, and a couple of emails about this, to look at this very tacky, placky, cheapo, nasty, placky bollard. UK specification, of course. So anyway, I've started stripping this one down, and to be honest, not really quality at all. But anyway, this one, when it happened to be full up with water. I mean, full up back there. Water gushed out. It weighed a ton. So we let it dry out. Anyway, these do tend to let water ingress in, because there's so many bits where the water can get in, and if they get knocked over, they can't be reused because they fill up with water if they split. So anyway, let's have a quick look around this thing, right? So where shall we start? Oh yeah, the two main bolt holes there, they bolt it onto the panel that goes over a standard bollard connection. What bollards, blah blah blah, whatever you call it a load of bollards. Anyway, it clips on and blah 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 and all the rest of it. Weird, because most of those connections got electric in, so they have been electrical bollards in the past, the old ones with fluorescent tubes and so on and so on in it. Don't see the point of putting a solar panelled bollard when you've got a perfectly good electrical supply. That is totally bonkers to me. And I think few of you know now my views on solar power. Not a big fan. Very fine when you haven't got any electrical supply underground, whatever. If it's way out in the country in the sticks, fine. We've got a solar powered street light out the back of here, and ever since it's put in, it worked for about 3 weeks. Now it doesn't work at all, and in the winter it doesn't charge, so it comes on maybe for about an hour and goes off. Useless. Anyway, that's another, so there's a video on that, by the way. So anyway, let's have a quick look around here. So I thought I'd dissect this thing. So let's start with the sides. Right, side panels, got two of those. And what do these little side panels hide? In actual fact, they make good reflectors if you screw them on the wall. Show you what goes in there. And these must cost a bloody fortune. This little devil, the lead cell battery, lead acid type, valve regulated. Now there's two of these, and these are 6 volt and rated at 12.0 amp hours on there. Basically would make sense because you want it to run overnight and then recharge up in the morning. These, I think these are pretty expensive, these things. This is made by UCell or USALAS or Europe. So anyway, these slot in here, you see. I can see on the camera there? Right. They slot in there like that. You've got the cables coming out, and you put the cables on, it slots in like that. And then this screws over like that, and that completes the rest of the bollard. So there's two of these, there's one each side. I have looked these up on the net and they are tidy expensive, so I can't see the saving there compared to if you every 6 months change the fluorescent tube, which is like £1.30. I bet you these don't last that long. They're a bit like a motorcycle battery actually. On the top of it, now this is the interesting bit, on the top there where this dangly bit of wire is, you get this. Now this is a really good design. Not. This is a solar panel. It sits on top of the bollard. Very nice, gets lots of light. Yeah. Okay. There's all these little charging nuts there. Here is a photo cell. Little diddy photo cell. Good waterproofing in the top of the cup wires there, look. Yeah, very good. Bit of padding under there, get, you know, smooth. Thing is though with these, and I've seen this happen, if you have these too near a normal street lamp, the street light will turn the bollard off when it comes on at night. And I've seen this, it happens up the road. There's a street lighting column dead in line with one of these, and every time it comes on at night it switches this off. What a dumb place to put a photo cell, to be honest with you. So, and this is just sort of plastic-y thingy. The next thing we have on this, here we have the driver for the LED. Now I'm going to come up to the best bit in a minute. Anyway, these are the drivers and these are all the cables. Now this is a sealed unit. You can no way get inside that. No way get inside that at all. Because my idea was to get in there, rip the LED out, put a nice little fluorescent tube in it, make it nice, make it glow up. No, this is completely sealed in, so maintenance on this is zero. You can't, unless you cut the back, which I'm thinking of trying to work out a way to get the back off, but there's no way you'll do this. But anyway, this is the driver unit. You can see all the little bitties on there which drives it. Millions of cables. Problem is though, some of the cables that plug in this have fell back inside the thing and you can't get at them. So if you have a driver problem, you put a driver in and you accidentally drop the cable, it falls inside and then the thing's rendered useless. Really, honestly, you know, what it's for? It's just normal electricity. We have some perfectly good bollards in this country. And we're getting this old rubbish. Anyway, so yeah, that would not be replaceable if you drop the thing in. Now, if I drop those inside there, these cables, I will not be able to retrieve them. You've got cables in here as well. There's like a hole there that a load of cables go through, and they sprung back and fell in the bottom. So you can't retrieve that. So if you're changing the battery and you accidentally knock the cable and it goes inside, game over. Dear. Anyway, so that is that part of it. Move it back round again. Let's move this battery out of the way. As I said before about the two fixing bolts that go through there, you can't get to those because if you need to tighten them up and it's loose, you have to rip off part of the bottom and then cleverly stick it back on like that. Yeah, that's why I kept that one. So all in all, these are a bit of a disaster really, and if you look them up online, they're pretty expensive. So let's see what's on the back, shall we? Well, the back is basically a bit like the front, but without the other one. So all you've got is a big reflective back. Right. Now bearing in mind, as I said, this thing is sealed. So to get inside it, oh, there's a little baby snail. We'll just put him outside. There you go, boy. You go out there. Munch next door's cabbages. Yeah. So this, again, a mess there. All comes off the bottom. If you want to try and get anything done on it, but the idea I've got is to cut around here very carefully with a saw, or make some kind of door flap in the back, so I can get to the actual LED module and take that out, and hopefully get a fluorescent tube in there, because it would be nice to get it working. I mean, this come from an RTA. I mean, this was knocked in a hedge. We can see where it's been knocked. This has been living in a hedge for ages. But again, it's a nice little piece of, memorabilia from the roadside. This is a separate sticker, so I'm imagining in here is just an opaque piece of plastic that goes over. Not really much more we can say about it, but I was always curious to see how these things tick, and unfortunately it doesn't tick my boxes that much. I think we should use electricity where electricity is there, and solar power when electricity is not available, because it makes common sense, don't it? But you don't bung stuff like this on when you've got a perfectly good power supply. It's just daft, isn't it? So anyway, so that is your Bollard UK styly, and yeah, there's the water to get in through the top there when that's on, but this was full up with water with it because it had been tilted. It seemed to be quite sealed up all right actually. There's no actually maker's name on, but I will comment what make it is. I did remember, but all the reflective bits are breaking off. But there you go. So that's the Bollard, and some people have been asking about, well, could we have a look at it? Yeah, and yes, muck. It's falling out of the thing as well, muck everywhere, but could make a nice little piece of a garden standing. But very surprised that you cannot get into that no way without cutting it open. Anyway, that concludes it for this video. We'll have some more back. Last couple of weeks been painting the shed up and making the shed all look lovely, so I might even do a video on that. Okay, so remember, subscribe. There's a button down there especially for it, and ring the bell for notifications of further videos, because there will be some more. I'm going to be trying uploading more than, you know, just now and then, so, and lots of good stuff coming up. So, and if you haven't, as I say, subscribe if you haven't, tell your friends about it, and put your comments down. Always read those. Well, I get around to reading them, so it might be a while before I get back to them. But anyway, thanks for watching this video again. We'll have some more coming up for you. But for those of you who are interested in this, there you go, a video for you. And I'll see you on the next one.